Okay, here in this video, we're going to be looking at another way you can market your imported items, and that we can market your business, not just imported item. All right, because saying it's imported item means trying to limit the potentials and how these things can help, what they can do, to your business, right? And this method here, this strategy here is what I call marketing through a funnel. What is funnel? You know the normal funnel, right? The normal funnel, we know that we used to put in water, put fuel on the generator and all that. It has a very wide mouth and then a small outlet through which the liquid content gets into whatever we are pouring it into our car tank, into our generator and stuff. Now this is the same thing this funnel does here, but the thing is the funnel here it comes, a lot of people see your ad. Okay, they see your ad like a funnel, they jump in, and then the funnel sieve them, convince them, and then try to squeeze in qualified people into the outlets, the small outlet there, which is buying your product, as a matter of fact. So when we say funnel, don't think it's something extraordinary or something abstract. It's something, it's just normal internet marketing technology. So how can you market through a funnel? What's the funnel? A funnel is a funnel is the totality of what happens the moment a buyer sees your advert till the time they buy or they back out. All right, so what happens in between is very important. Now what do we do to market through a funnel? We'll be building our own website. Now when you hear website, it's not some kind of big far-fetched website. These are simple website you can put up in a jiffy, like in a 20-30 minutes. You can watch YouTube videos and get that done, and there are programs right now you can use in doing that one, like it's a pre-built kind of stuff. You just click and then fill in your content and boom, you are up and running. Okay, first of all, you have to get a domain name and a hosting. You get a domain name and a hosting, so you can get all these things from the link on the screen right now, patrickogidi.com/nc. Get a domain name and the hosting. They are just cheap, right? If you get from namecheap.com, which is where I'm sending you to patrickogidi.com/nc, the main cost about less than $10 or so, $10 for a whole year, and then for the hosting you pay as little as $3 per month. So these are small, they are nothing compared to what you'll be making from all these things when done right. Okay, so you are going to be getting a domain name and a hosting. You can get that from the link on the page. Then the next thing you do is you have to get an autoresponder software, Aweber or TrafficWave. TrafficWave is fine because you pay a flat rate, $14 per month. All right, or Aweber you pay as your list grows, you pay. Now imagine if you have a 1,000 leads or 20,000 leads, you start paying and all that. I used to use one of them before until my list grew so big. Then I had to now go get a self-hosted autoresponder. I have a self-hosted autoresponder. What I do is it can host thousands of mails. As a matter of fact, I have I have a large email subscriber base. As a matter of fact, if I'm to use GetResponse or Aweber for that, then I shouldn't be paying anything less than $1,000 every month. All right, but because I self-hosted myself, my own autoresponder myself, I pay like $23 every month. I bought the software once, and then I pay $20 every month, and I can host unlimited emails. All right, but for a starter, you can just start with Aweber or TrafficWave. But if you think you've got the budget, you just want to get things done, you want to get my kind of autoresponder, then talk to me and we'll talk about something. We'll talk about how we can get that for you, get something set up for you as fast as we can. All right, so you get an autoresponder from any of the autoresponder softwares. Then you come up with a non-far-fetched story around your product. Now, when I say story, some people get it all wrong. No, it is a known fact that there's actually a book called Marketers Are Storytellers. All right. Then the storytelling, they canceled liar and then wrote storyteller on top. It's written by one of the great internet marketers of all time. Okay, marketers are storytellers. If you watch, every successful marketing campaigns are always wound around stories. Watch adverts by big brands like Etisalat, MTN, and all that. They kind of come up with something like a story that to keep you hooked. So people are used to watching stories, entertaining stuffs. But when it's just a flat out marketing material, marketing piece, they get bored easily. That's why people can easily sit in front of a cinema and watch a 2 hours a movie. That's why people can go and pay thousands and millions to get a seat to watch Basket Mouth and Bovi and AY just talk normal jokes and just laugh. So people are used to stories, even from time immemorial. Our Lord Jesus Christ, peace be unto him, used stories a lot. If you read the Bible, you see him talk about parables of the sower, parables of the 10 virgins, parables of this, parables of that. And I've also come to understand that Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him, used a whole lot of stories to drive home his messages in the Holy Quran. So stories, people are used to stories, and people don't get weird out and bored out with stories. The truth is, there's this pastor in the USA that was finding it difficult to fill his church because he was preaching, and then it's just hardcore gospel preaching and all that, do this, do that. And then all of a sudden he was now interested in why he started studying why people don't come to his church, or why he keep losing members. He now noticed that he was delivering a very good message, but wasn't delivering a message in a way that connects easily with the people he talks to, the messenger for. Now he now studied a whole lot of books and all, and realized that Jesus Christ was using storytelling for just using sake. Great men of history didn't use storytelling for using sake. All right, there was reason behind that. The reason is that people get hooked to stories easily. Sorry, let me grab a drink. People get hooked to stories easily, that they can sit all day listening to stories and then they won't feel bored out. All right, now because we are marketers, we're selling, we have to look for a way to come up with stories. And when I say come up with stories, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be lying. No, it's a marketing thing. Because you can't tell me that excellent advert whereby a man was trying to look for network because he was using a certain other network. He was trying to look for network everywhere. He couldn't find. He jumped out from the bank. He went to toilet. He couldn't find network until he started climbing a mast to get network. From there, he fell down and broke his legs. And then he went to buy a seller SIM, and then he was able to make call even without running around. You can't tell me that stuff like that happened. No, it didn't happen. But they've been able to represent that in a story to be able to keep your attention in watching that and sell you the importance of dumping whichever network you're using to get a T-Seller. All right? Send you whichever you are using to get it. So that story, you can use story to sell stuff easily and people won't feel sold. Now, how do you come up with stories like this? One, I'll give an example. Let's say Heostatic want to sell. Okay, let's say want to sell car scanner, the one I've been using as an example all along, car scanner. All right, I'm actually going to be telling the story that happened to me, which is why everybody should even own a car scanner. But this is normal story that happens every day. All right. Okay, I was in a way the other day for my sister's traditional engagement in the village. Now my car, because I'm this kind of person that's too sensitive with car, anything around my car. So my car, the brake the steering rack started leaking oil, just small. Maybe in 2 days or so, it drops, it goes down a bit, which would have been just enough to bring me to Lagos and get it fixed in automatic and all that. But then I am this person that I'm always very conscious about my car and all that. I just had to go look for a mechanic in Owerri. I took it to one Yoruba guy, the caution or something. He just looked at this and said, I don't know if he jazzed me. I don't know. I don't believe in jazz. I would have said it's actually jazz. He worked on my car without running diagnosis and scanning it. He just looked at it and said, I don't see him. The next thing he did was he just started losing everything and said he'll go and walk on the steering rack somewhere in town. And then I should give him about 45,000 naira. So I just did a transfer for 5,000 naira. He went there. He came back. Before a few minutes, he fixed it and said, "My car is fine." I moved out. I drove it to my village. It was somehow fine. Then the next morning, I noticed that my steering wasn't moving. All the oils have dropped. Like it went better than it was before. I had to manage it. I was stopping oil every 10 poles from my village to Owerri to make sure I take it to Owerri. I called the guy. He was just talking, BS and a whole lot of crap. So what I did was I was headbent on coming back to Lagos the next day. I now, using the power of Google, I located an automatic company. I took it to them. It took them another 3 days. They scanned it and said my racket was bad and all that. They had the steering rack and also I had to order it from Lagos to fix it, and I'm back here. Now the thing is, the story of the whole thing is, the mechanic that the company that finally fixed the car, they were shocked on how somebody in the car, somebody survived in the car. They said, if I had driven this car on the road, this car, the steering is supposed to lock and then somersault and something happens and all that. And I was just wondering, imagine if that has happened. Then I was just now asking myself, is it not possible I get something I can use to track these things myself, right? If it's not possible, I guess a device I can use to check what's wrong with my car, so that if I take it to a mechanic, then this is what's wrong with it, go and do it. Instead of going to do trial lock and then, put your life in danger and all that. So in the process, I found what they call a car scanner. It's a very small tool, the one I showed you the other day. You just download the software on your phone, plug the car scanner somewhere in your car, on the car, and then run it. You get the fault of the car in your phone. Oh, it's by your fuel. Sorry, your this thing is bad. Your this thing is bad. You just go there and fix it. Now I can turn this into a very short but amazing and interesting story. I could say, this device, your mechanic can actually. My mechanic was if not for God, my mechanic almost killed me. That could be the headline. My mechanic almost killed me, if not for miracle. But right now, I've devised a means to know what is wrong with my car before ever taking them to the mechanic. All right? My mechanic almost killed me. For car owners, find out why your mechanic is bound, why there is 80% chances your mechanic might kill you. Except you, but this small device can help you detect what is wrong with your car even before you take it to the mechanic. This is my story. I was in Owerri at the time. I'm this kind of person. I just tell my story. I just tell a very short story. At the end of the day, I talk about the product. And now to link the product with why you are selling it, you say something like, you saw it as a miracle, and you think you can start a movement whereby you can educate and enlighten people on the need to get this car scanner, so that they can check their car, scan their car, know what's wrong with their car before taking it to the mechanic. All right? And then in the process, in your research, you talk to the company, and you guys reach an agreement. They agreed giving you like maybe 500 to 200 pieces of this every month, but you must just tell stories, but you must keep buying it if they are to give it to you cheaper. Now, if you want to buy this directly from them or from elsewhere, you'll be paying 25,000 naira. But because I've reached this agreement with you, because of my resolve to, help save people from, the kind of problem I was saved from, I'm able to get it for you at a cheaper price. So you can get this and pay on delivery. It's a very short something. Now, you've had the story complete, but you can find a way where you can find a spot where you have something like cliffhanger, maybe something you are talking about that would lure them into finding out more what happened, and say, oh, I really want to make sure you are interested, you want to learn about this new thing that is saving people right now, and I want to make sure that only the person that are interested gets access to. So if you're interested, put in your email here and then continue. So when they put in their email, they send them to the rest of the story, read it, and then they order. Now they put in their email. Their email get trapped in your autoresponder, Aweber, Get Response, the one I use, Traffic Wave, whichever one, Send Lane, MailerLite, whichever one you want to use, right? Now, the reason you're building up an email list of them is people don't buy immediately. For many reasons. It might just be that he doesn't have the money, or procrastination. I will buy later. In the process of saying I will buy later, he forgets that he's going to buy, right? But because you have their email, one, they've signaled interest in a drink, please. They've signaled interest in the product. It means that definitely they're going to buy something. So what you now need to do is you keep following up with messages. As a matter of fact, autoresponders have features where you can line up messages to be sending out on a certain date you've chosen. All right. So, you visited our website so and so date, and then you subscribe. You signal interest in this. Is it that? What's the problem? How can we help you? From time to time, you send them tips on cars and all that. You need to just use that opportunity to build your authorityship, and then let them know that you know exactly what you're talking about. This works in virtually all the niches. but not with every product. There are products you don't need to build, a funnel for. But products like car scanner is a good one for building funnel. Products on weight loss is a good one for building funnel. Products around health are a good one for building funnel, especially health that they need to be servicing, like diabetes. All right, if you have diabetes patch you've imported, you can actually sell this diabetes patch using funnel. You have their email address for life. You can send them email as well. You don't even need to start running advert every day. If you have new products, you just send them an email and tell them this is what we've got. And because you are a subscriber, we're giving you a discount. I use this a lot and it works well for me. I use it right now to sell. I'm using it right now to sell an eye-related product. It's for to help eyesight, right? I get them into the list. I tell them a bit of my story. When it gets like it's getting interesting, there's a cliffhanger. I ask them to fill in their email if they really want to hear from me, because I just want to leave this information in the open domain, all right? And then they put in their email. We continue. If they don't buy, I get to follow them up and all. Now, if I get like 100 of them into my list, and maybe at that spot 10 of them buys, it means I still have 90% that have not bought. I can send them email from time to time, and maybe by the time you do that for like 1 month, you find out that you're able to convert 30 more. That is the power of funnel marketing. All right, so you can actually get these things to work for you. Is wonderful. Building these pages are very easy. They are very simple. All right, if you can work with HTML, fine, but there are programs online right now. You can, InstaBuilder is one of them, ClickFunnels is one of them. ClickFunnels is very high. I use InstaBuilder for now, and it's very fine for me. And I can share the license, but then I'll be telling you how you can get that towards the end of the course, right? So just pay attention to the end of the course. I tell you how you can get this InstaBuilder and use it, and how you can get it to use it on virtually all your campaigns, all your sites, or whatever, even for clients, and then charge them money. I mean, something like you click 2 links and then you are done. Just click 2 links, you have a full-fledged website. You can use it to build virtually any type of website. This is so awesome, and it's something I know you can do. So put everything together, you have a site complete. You run your advert on Facebook, the same advert will run, but now they click on the link and get to your site. And let me tell you the thing here, you can put in the first page of what they see on Facebook. Like, start telling your story on Facebook, how I was able to do this and that, and when you know that you've gotten them to a certain point, you drop the link. Only those who click on the link get access to the rest of the information. They click on the link, they get to your autoresponder, they subscribe, and then they are in. Right? I think I should just give you an example of one of my sites as this. I'm really not cool giving out my sites like this in a course, but because the last time I did, more than 10 persons went and duplicated it word for word. I mean, for me, that's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. So I decided I'm not going to be dropping my websites on courses like this, but I think I'll have to show you an example of one of them before the end of the course, though. Okay, put everything together. You have a site, you do adverts. Now, what you need to be doing once you have this thing set up, you do your advert, people get into your funnel, the autoresponder takes them to the sales page, gets their email, take them to the sales page, they buy. If they don't buy, the autoresponder keeps sending them emails that you've scheduled on your autoresponder till they buy. It is very good in building your authorityship in a niche, selling products. A lot of people don't use this method as far as this country is concerned, but this is one method you can start implementing today. It can work everywhere, even if you're selling in Ghana, in Sierra Leone, in Nigeria. So long you have a way of targeting those guys, bring them into your website, let them click through, let them read your message. Your story should be captivating. It shouldn't just be a story they hear every day, or a story they let them be forced to read to get to the end of the whole thing. If you get that very right, if you get that well, you are going to make successes with this. Advertise on Facebook and on high traffic websites. Now, Facebook is not the only place you can advertise. Linda Cage is there, for example. Nairaland is there, for example. You go there, ask them for how much they sell their advert spaces. Buy as the one you can, put your advert there, and let it direct traffic to your website. All right, it's not just Facebook. Facebook is always being used. We always talk about Facebook because of how easy it is to start. Even with your 1,000 naira, you can start running advert on Facebook. With your 10,000 naira, you can start running advert on Facebook. But if you have the bigger budget, you can go for big websites as well. Do your thing very well. You'll be sending traffic to your site, converting them, your autoresponder, sending messages to them, and then converting them into customers who will give you money. Okay, how else? You monitor and tweak whatever works for you. Scale it. If you put in 10,000 naira on advert on this and you are able to make let's say 500,000 naira profit. Why not make that 10,000 naira, 100,000 naira, and see what happens at the end of the day? That is actually how to hit it big in this business. Just get what works, and then boom, make sure you scale it up as much as you can, as hot as you can. Don't wait. Once you get something that is working, scale it up. We paid 1,000 naira or 2,000 naira, for example, to reach 20,000 people on Facebook, and then you are making 20 sales, right? You've paid 2,000 naira with 20 sales. It's very possible. Now, what if you pay 20,000 naira? All right, that's like 20 times what again? I mean, you calculate that. That's the number of sales you made. That's what we call scaling up. And when you scale, you make money. You just need to test out, make sure that this thing is working, then scale. Boom, you should be there. Monitor, tweak, scale. So that's it for marketing via a funnel. There's nothing really big here. You have to get a domain name. Your domain name should match your domain name should match the product you're selling, except you want to get a one generic domain you can use for various websites. Let's say you get something like abc, for example.com, and then if you have product A tomorrow, you now say abc.com/ let's say the product is weight loss, say weight loss, abc.com/car scanner. You can also do that, or you can get different domain name for different products. I do both ways. All of them work very well, as a matter of fact. Then autoresponder software, however, is good. Traffic way is good, but these guys, as your list starts growing, you pay big monies. Yes, but for me, I switched to a self-hosted autoresponder. I pay $23 every month because it's a self-hosted. I hosted it with myself. I just pay $23 for the hosting every month. All right, but if you're interested, and then I can host a limited number of emails. I can host 1 million emails right now and nothing. Nobody questions me at all because I'm the boss as far as the autoresponder is concerned. Right, but if you're interested, I can get that for you. And if I'm getting that for you, I'm going to be giving you 1 year hosting for free. That's if you want to come get a self-hosted autoresponder. I'm going to be giving you one hosting for free. All right. If you want to get that, you hit me up. The contact details on the support link up on the download page up somewhere. Then build simple pages. Okay, come up with a non-far-fetched story. It don't need to be very long. You know, just a 300-word story, and then your offer should be like 200. Everything should be like 500 words. A 300-word story. Your offer should be like 200. Use 200 words to talk about your offer, and then in totality that's 500. That's enough. And then putting everything together in a site is easy with InstaBuilder. That's what I use. They have pre-designed templates and websites inside of their, you just choose the one you want, pour in your content, type in your content, save. You have a website. In the space of maybe 30 minutes, you have a full-fledged website. People will ask you, how come about this website? How did you design this website? You can even do this for clients and then charge them money as well. Then putting everything together, your site should be online, advertise on FB or high traffic places to get traffic to your funnel, to the first page. And remember, if you're doing it on Facebook, you can put in your message on Facebook, then lead them to click to go to your site to subscribe and then continue the rest of the story. I do that a lot. Get a captivating message, paste it on Facebook and blue advert on it, and then let them go through the message, come into your site, and then subscribe, and then get to the rest of the information while you still have them in your autoresponder. If they buy, fine. If they don't buy, you follow them up with emails, which your autoresponder can do hands-free, and then you're able to convert them. It converts crazily sweet. Advertise on FB, monitor and tweak, then scale up, upscale as much as you can, because scaling up ensures you make more money. That is all for now. So that's about the marketing via a funnel. Thank you, and hope to see you in the next video where I talk about another marketing strategy, marketing channel